Hi everyone, I'm Julie Schiffman, and this video is to show you where to tap and how to get started. Generally speaking, there are 10 tapping points or meridians on the body that we tap on in a particular sequence in order to help you to feel calmer, more relaxed, a reduction of pain, and generally helping your mind, body, and spirit come together to feel in alignment and more connected. The first point is the side of the hand. It's between your pinky bone and your wrist bone. It's this fleshy part of your hand. It's a very gentle tapping action, and it looks like this. This is where we state the setup phrase. You can tap on the right side or the left side. It makes no difference and is simply based on personal preference. I have been tapping on these same points since I learned about EFT almost 20 years ago. And if you've watched others' videos, you may find that some practitioners start tapping on the inner eyebrow. However, I learned to tap by starting on the top and center of the head, and I have tapped that way ever since. It honestly makes no difference where you start. You just want to do it. So the next point after this point is the top and center of the head. The next point after that is the inner eyebrow. You'll find it right here at the beginning of your eyebrow line toward the bridge of your nose. Then you're going to move down to the side of the eye. So you're going to slide your tapping fingers around the bone to the side of your eye. Not on the temple, but closer to your eye on the bone. The next point is under your eye, just beneath your eye on either side, this side or this side. The next point is directly under your nose and above the upper lip. Then we're going to move down to the chin. It's on the crease below your lower lip on your chin. If you're off a little bit, don't worry about that. Tapping will still work for you. The next point is the collarbone point. So you find the collarbone and come down about an inch on either side. You can tap on one side like this. You can tap on the other side. Or you can take your whole hand and you can tap like this to cover both sides. You do whatever works for you. The next point is under the arm. You can tap on the same side like this, or you can reach over to the other side if you're more comfortable. If you're feeling really adventurous, you can tap with both arms, but it's not necessary. I used to teach tapping with two hands on both sides, but we've found that you can really tap on one side and still get the same results. I finished by tapping on the inside of one wrist to the inside of the other wrist. I went to a seminar taught by Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt years ago with Dr. Mercola, and he mentioned that you have a significant amount of meridians in this area, and so much energy flows when tapping on these points. Again, you might find that others end tapping by tapping on the top of the head, which is the governor's meridian or the governor's vessel. Also a point with a lot of added energy, but this is the way I learned it years ago, and I continue to do it this way out of habit. The bottom line is that tapping works so well, and you do have meridians all throughout your body. The act of tapping will help to rebalance and move stuck energy through to help you feel better, to feel calmer and more relaxed. Now that you know the points, here is the sequence on what to do next. Come up with your setup statement. This is the pain or the problem that you're addressing. This statement typically starts with something like, even though I have this pain or problem, I accept myself anyway, or I love and accept myself. People often ask why we have to say the negative statement first, and why on earth do we have to say, I love and accept myself? And here's my short answer to this. We start with the negative statement because that's the problem, or the challenge that you're addressing. You need to tap into what you want to shift or change. It is essentially the target. It's what you're aiming for. We also call this the truth statement. You are telling the truth about how you feel. Remember, this is just between you and nobody else. So you might as well be as honest as you can to feel the real benefits of tapping. And the reason why we say, I love and accept myself, or I accept myself and my feelings, or some other phrase like that, is because it is important to accept where we are before we can move forward. If we can't accept it, it often perpetuates the problem. So we tap on the side of the hand as we state the setup 3 times. As a very general example, let's say you're feeling stressed. We all know what it feels like to feel stressed, right? So you might say something like this, generally speaking. Even though I'm feeling really stressed out, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm really stressed, I accept myself and how I feel. Even though I have so much to do and it's really stressing me out, I accept myself and I'm open to letting go. I'm going through these quickly because these are just examples of different ways to use the setup statement. Make sure whatever you choose resonates with you and is specific for whatever is challenging you. If it's a headache, you might say something like, even though I have this headache or this pain in my head, I accept myself anyway. You get the point. Now we start tapping through the points. Going back to the example of stress, you don't need to tap along with me as this is just an example so you can see what it looks like. So you would start tapping on the top of the head, all this stress. And over the inner eyebrow, I'm really stressed out. I feel this stress in my chest or my stomach or my throat. I have so much to do. I'm not sure how I'll get it all done. And on the chin point, the stress in my body, the stress in my mind. I'm really stressed out. Peace. Now, you'd want to go and take a big deep breath in and let it go and see how you feel. Do you feel a bit better in your body? A little less stressed? That may be a typical response. I usually do a few rounds, not just one. Obviously, you want to be as specific as possible when tapping through the points. In other videos, I explain how to come up with your phrases, intensity, and how to notice it in your body. We're not going to go through that here, but know that you can check that out. When you start to feel a bit better about the problem, pain, or challenge, you can go through and do a round which sounds a bit more positive, and it might sound something like this. I am open to letting go. Maybe it's safe for me to relax about this. I've been really stressed. But the more I relax, the better I feel. The better decisions I can make. Maybe this will turn out okay. When I relax, I can see better options. I'm feeling calmer and more relaxed. Peace. Take another big deep breath in and see how that feels. You can keep tapping for as many rounds as you need to. Don't forget to reach out to a tapping practitioner if this feels overwhelming for you. There are some issues or challenges that are better off being handled by someone who is trained to help you. For all other things, try it for yourself. With anything, tapping only works if you use it. So be sure to try it and see how it works for you and watch how your world shifts in a miraculous way. Keep tapping.